Once upon a time, in a fishing village on Air Manis Beach in Padang West, Sumatra, lived a widow named Mandirubaya and her son Malin Kundang. Mandirubaya loved Malin Kundang very much. Malin was a diligent and obedient child. Mandirubaya was already old and could only work as a cake seller to support herself and her only child. One day, Malin fell seriously ill, but he was safe thanks to his mother's hard work. After recovering, he was loved even more. They were mother and son who loved each other deeply. When Malin grew up, he asked his mother for permission to go to the city to seek his fortune, because a large ship had docked at Air Manis Beach.
Malin, I'm afraid something will happen to you, that faraway land. Stay here and accompany me.
His mother said sadly after hearing Malin wish to leave.
Don't worry, mother, nothing will happen to me.
Malin said while begging to his mother.
This is an opportunity, mother. A large ship doesn't dock here every year.
I'll let you go. Come back soon. I always wait for you, my child.
His mother said as she cried. Even though it was hard for her, Mandirubaya finally allowed her son to leave. After that, Malin Kundang set off for the city, leaving his mother alone. Days passed, and time felt slow for Mandirubaya. Every morning and evening, she would look out to the sea and think.
How far have you sailed, my child?
She always prayed for her son's safety and his quick return. Sometime later, whenever ship is docked, she would always ask about her son.
Hey, have you seen my son? Malin is well. When will he come back?
She would ask, but every time she asked the crew or the captain, she never got an answer. Years passed, and Mandirubaya kept asking, but still got no news. Her body grew older, and she now walked with a hunch. One day, Mandirubaya received news from the captain who once taken Malin. The captain brought her happy news.
Mande, do you know that the Tsar has now married a beautiful girl? The daughter are very wealthy, nobody.
He said at the time. Mandirubaya was overjoyed to hear this. She always prayed for her son to be safe and to come to visit her soon. And joy began to return to her life. But months after receiving the news from the captain, Malin still did not come to see her.
Malin, my child, I already old. When will you come home?
She would sob sadly every night. She was sure her son would come. And sure enough, not long after, on a clear day, a magnificent and beautiful ship was seen sailing towards the beach from far away. The villagers gathered, and they thought the ship belonged to a sultan or a prince. They welcomed it happily. When the ship drew closer, a young couple was seen standing on the deck. Their clothes glistened in the sunlight. Their faces were bright and smiling, happy to be warmly welcomed. Mandirubaya also pushed her way through the crowd to get closer to the ship. Her heart beat faster when she saw the young man on the ship. She was very sure that the young man was her son, Malin Kundang. Before the village elder could greet him, Malin's mother went to meet him first. She hugged him tightly, afraid of losing him again.
Malin, my child, you're my son, aren't you? Where have you been all this time?
Malin was shocked to be hugged by the old frail woman in tattered clothes. He could not believe that this woman was his mother. Before he could think of what to say, his beautiful wife spat and said bitterly,
Is this ugly woman your mother? Why did you lie to me before? Didn't you say your mother was a noble woman who was my equal?
Hearing his wife's harsh word, Malin Kundang pushed his mother away until she fell to the
Hey,
sand.
crazy woman! My mother is not like you, poor and dirty.
The old woman fell to the sand, crying and heartbroken. She watched as Malin's ship sailed further away. She never thought that the son she had loved so much could be so cruel. Her heart was in pain. She then raised her hand to the sky and prayed with a sad heart.
But if he is my son, Malin Kundang, I ask for your justice, God. Curse him to become stone.
She said sadly as she cried. Not long after, the weather at sea, which had been clear, suddenly turned dark. Heavy rain fell, and a great storm suddenly struck Malin Kundang's ship. Then came a thunderous lightning strike. At that moment, Malin's ship was shattered into pieces and carried by the waves to the beach. The next day, when the morning sun rose in the east, the storm had passed. Pieces of the ship that had turned to stone were seen at the foot of the hill. That was Malin Kundang's ship. A stone that looked like a human body was also there. That was Malin Kundang's body. The disobedient son who was cursed by his own mother to become stone for his disobedience. The moral of the legend of Malin Kundang is respect your mother and never be disobedient to her.